Smith, this is yours on Noah Mayfield, the sentencing. Good morning, sir. You're Noah Mayfield?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Mayfield, you were previously in court and entered a plea of guilty to the second-degree felony offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. I've received the pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report?
I have, Judge. Yes, sir.
Are there any additions or corrections or explanations? Mr. Lewis?
Yes, Judge. I spoke with my client about the conversation he had with the PSI writer, and he told me from talking to him that there was some miscommunication when he was speaking with her about his version of events of how everything happens. Because I think, like he says, he doesn't own a gun, but whether he had one at the time or.
I mean, the allegation's very clear.
Yes, ma'am.
The allegations is you had a gun, you showed it, you pointed it, didn't pull the trigger. Either you did or you didn't have that gun and do that.
What the miscommunication was, I said they never found the gun on me, and I guess she.
So just trying to play with semantics isn't going to do well on
Yes.
probation, okay? You're getting a probation after a crazy amount of criminal history, albeit very old. It's a lot. Are you on parole still from the last one?
It was a 40-year sentence, Judge.
Right. I'm not good at math, but I feel like I can do that much. So what's the status of parole? Is there a hold?
No, ma'am.
There's no hold
There's
on it.
not. Have you had a hearing?
Yes, ma'am. She pretty much, she said, well, you had mishap, was my dirty UA, but she said, of course, that she happened to do with it because I've been doing pretty good. I've been parole 14 years.
Right.
But I've checked the computer, my parole has been lifted.
Okay. So you went to ISF because of parole in last year in 2024.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that before or after this allegation?
That was before. No, that was after. I caught my dirty UA. That was March. I didn't get locked up to June. The crime was before.
The crime was in March,
Yes, ma'am.
and you went to ISF in June.
Yes, I supposed to got out in October.
Did you successfully complete that
Yes,
program?
ma'am. I had to come back for this detainer.
Right, okay. But they let you go even with this detainer to ISF?
Yes, ma'am. They didn't even know I had a detainer until I got there.
Okay. You still okay with it, Mr. Smith?
I believe so, Judge.
I'm
And Judge,
wondering why there wasn't a felon in possession of a firearm case
I
filed.
checked it, I wasn't filed.
I mean, you can obviously tell, Mr. Mayfield, that I'm not loving all of this. Your criminal history, the fact that you were on parole, the fact that you had a gun while you were a felon, for some reason that didn't get filed. That's not my lane. I can't tell why that didn't happen. You're trying to kind of play around with your words on whether or not you did this or not. If I follow this agreement and place you on probation, I just want to make sure you understand it will be absolutely zero tolerance. There couldn't be a more zero tolerance than what you're going to be on.
Yes, ma'am.
There will not be an I slipped up. There won't be I didn't have a ride. There won't be anything. Zero. Or you will be back in here and I will have up to 20 years in prison to send you. Do you understand? And there's no reason for me not to do that if you're back in here, if you get this opportunity. So they didn't find the firearm. That's probably why.
Catch that? No felon in possession charge because the gun was never found. Legally, no weapon means no proof. But the judge clearly doesn't buy the story. Probation isn't grace, it's a test. It's one slip, and this deal evaporates.
Probably why they didn't do it. Because you were smart enough to hide it. What is this? This is. Okay. No jail issues. No. All right, Mr. Mayfield, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. I'm going to find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement, defer all proceedings, place you on probation for 10 years. You're ordered to pay a $1,000 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. Again, you'll be on the high, medium risk caseload, and it will be absolutely zero tolerance. So you get out, you do everything you're supposed to, you understand what's happening today and how good of an opportunity this is. The other side of that, though, is if you violate a single condition of your probation. I want probation, it doesn't matter what it is, in my opinion, administrative or otherwise. I want it filed, and you will be right back in here, and you'll be looking to go to prison for anywhere between 2 years and up to 20 years in prison. Do you understand? All right. I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I filed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. Hope you take advantage of this opportunity, because if I take a look back at this and see that I did this today, I'm going to wonder why. So take advantage of this. All right. You go back with the bailiff.
10 years probation. Zero tolerance. One mistake equals up to 20 years in prison. This wasn't leniency, it was a last chance. So what do you think? Second chance, or a sentence waiting to happen?